Hey everyone, welcome once again to my channel. So here we are with another video and it's about a book. So Frieda McFadden has released a book last month. It's called Tenant and I've read the book a few days back. I thought I can give a review about how the book was, the hit and the miss in the book. So let's go. This book has three main characters. The MMC, his name is Blake Porter, and there are two FMC, who's Krista and Whitney. So Blake Porter is engaged to Krista, and they are living in the same house. And he is working in a company. It's a very large company, and for some reason he gets unemployed, and they get into a financial crisis where they have to settle loans on monthly basis, and there is a issue since he is jobless right now. It's a pressure that how they are going to deal with the financial crisis. So that's when both Krista and Blake, they come to an idea like they'll get a tenant in their room because they have a room vacant in the upstairs. So they think they'll get a tenant. So once the tenant comes, that's when the story moves forward. So this is the one line about the story, and it's not a spoiler at all because it has nothing to do with any of the chapters. It hardly comes in the first chapter only. As we move through the book, there will be so many layers of secrets, so many layers of twists and turns that unfolds. So let's talk about the hits first. I will say the first hit is the pace of the book. The pace was very fast. Initially, maybe in the first five chapter, before getting into the story, there will be a little bit of slow. But once you start with the book, it's very fast-paced book, and in two sittings you can complete. It will hardly take 3 hours to complete the book, and it was very fast-paced and it was very light thriller. The second hit is that the character development of all the three characters was too good in the book. Character development and the transition of all the three characters throughout the book was very beautifully written. So that was one of the good thing about the book, because once you're reading, it doesn't feel like only one person, one main character is having so much weightage. No, all the three had enough of space in the book, and you can read all the three point of view throughout the book. And third, I will say is that it's a light thriller. So if you're someone who wants to read thriller book, but it should not consume your energy much, or it should not haunt you like with so much scary and creepy things, then this book is for you, because it's a very light thriller. It doesn't like till 60-70 page, it doesn't even feel like a thriller book. All it feels like is a roommate drama kind of thing. So it hardly have any trigger warning kind of thing in the book. Maybe in the second half you might have few trigger warnings, but initially in the first half of the book, it's very light. You hardly feel creepy things in the book. So that is one of the good thing. If you are someone who wants to get into thriller, if you're someone new to books and want to get into thriller, this book is a very light read and it will give you a pleasant thriller feel. So it doesn't affect you mentally, or it doesn't make you feel so consumed, but it will also give the thrill, twist, turn on all that you expect in a thriller. So that is also one good thing about this book, is that it's a chill read. Next, we'll talk about the miss. So the first miss was that the side characters in the book had hardly any substance. Like, they didn't have any weightage at all. Usually during thrillers, all these characters will have something or the other to do with the main plot, right? In this book, they hardly had any weightage. There was nothing so important about the side character. The side character, sometimes some book has side character which will be equally important for the story to move, but in this book it feels like this plot is only revolving around the three people. I understand these are the main character and that's what they have to do, but the side characters are also important to move a plot. I felt like there was not even need of any characters to move the plot. That's how it was. So I felt maybe the side characters could have had some more potential. So it felt so lame that they have nothing to do in the book. And also second thing was, there is one particular character I think if you're reading the book, you'll know. I felt it was so unnecessary. I understand the character has something to do with the FMC and MMC, but it legit had 2 chapters on it, which was not necessary at all. So that was a lag in the book. Like, I felt in between the twists and turns, I understand it had some role to play in the book, but it was not necessary that it has to have importance for two chapter. If you read the book, you'll know who I'm talking about. So if you know, please do drop a comment that which character I'm talking about. So I literally cringed in that particular 2 chapters because it was not necessary for the plot, and I felt the book was stretched much more than it was required. I know the plot was good, the plot moved beautifully, but it was stretched a bit longer, is what I feel. And the last thing which was a miss in the book was, if you are a fan of thriller and if you are a Frieda McFadden fan, then you will know to decode how the story is going to move. If you know about Frieda's writing, you will know how she will write, how the story will progress, so you can easily decode the book. And so I would say this is not for the people who are so much into thriller, because this book will not give you that kick of reading a thriller. So that's a miss. But apart from that, this was a very light thriller, very chill one, so you can read if you are a person who is new to thriller and new to books. And if you are into Frieda's book, I'm sure you will not feel this will be her best work, because she had so much of best books, but these are books that didn't make the impact that her previous books have made. So that's about it. This is my short review about the book. Overall, it's a good book. I would rate a 3.5, and if you're a newbie, then this will be probably a 3.75 for you. And overall, it was a good read, but it's not a best thriller, I would say. But for a light thriller, this had a very good plot for a light thriller. If at all you have read this book, please do drop it in the comment section, like what is the one thing that you liked in the book and what is the one thing that fell off in the book. See you in my next video. Till then, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.